processes, and specifically, the design of systems that are so big that their scale can be hard to comprehend. Consider the fact that Google processes over 1 billion search queries every day, that every minute over 100 hours of footage are uploaded to YouTube. That's more in a single day than all 3 major US networks broadcast in the last 5 years combined. And Facebook transmitting the photos, messages, and stories of over 1.23 billion people. That's almost half of the internet population and a sixth of humanity.
These are some of the products that I have designed over the course of my career, and their scale is so massive that they produce unprecedented design challenges. But what is really hard about designing at scale is this. It's hard in part because it requires a combination of 2 things: audacity and humility. Audacity to believe that the thing that you are making is something that the entire world wants and needs. And humility to understand that as a designer, it's not about you or your portfolio. It's about the people that you are designing for and how your work just might help them live better lives. Now, unfortunately, there's no school that offers the course Designing for Humanity 101. I and the other designers who work on this kind of product have had to kind of invent it as we go along, and we are teaching ourselves the emerging best practice of designing at scale. And today, I'd like to share some things that we have learned over the years. Now, the first thing that you need to know about designing at scale is that the little things really matter. Here is a really good example of how a very tiny design element can make a big impact. The team at Facebook that manages the Facebook like button decided that it needed to redesign it. The button had kind of gotten out of sync with the version of brand and it needed to be modernized. Now you might think, oh, it's a tiny little button. It probably is a pretty straightforward, easy design assignment. But it wasn't. Turned out there were all kinds of constraints for the design of this button. You have to work within specific height and width parameters. You have to be careful to make it work in a bunch of different languages and be careful about using fancy gradients or borders because it has to grade gracefully in all web browsers. The truth is, designing this tiny little button was a huge pain in the butt.
Now, this is the new version of the button, and the designer who led this project estimates that he spent over 280 hours redesigning this button over the course of months. Now, why would we spend so much time on something so small? It's because when you're designing at scale, there's no such thing